Hello and welcome to another cozy Friday afternoon stream. Not sure if it's afternoon wherever you are, but we're going to have some snacks. We are going to have some drinks. This time this will be the Summersby Blueberry Refreshing Cider. Not sponsored. I think that was the one I liked but didn't get last time. So let's see. And I had to, once again, I had problems with my camera, so I hope it works this time. I don't know, it stops sometimes. Much better. Yes, it's good because it's so sweet. So, what we're going to do today is, of course, crafting. I have my bobbin lace out, but we're also going to do some bead embroidery because that's a very difficult pattern. Here is the drawing of it, and I think I will get fed up at some point. Then, if I'm fed up, we're just going to snack a bit and I'm going to drink some more, and then we're going to the bead embroidery. So I got the pattern 8B. We also got pattern 8, which is just with a cucumber foot. Something I did not want to do, even though our teacher made it look so easy. I don't know how she did it, but she made it look really easy. Sorry, just had to check if the other microphone is off because I'm getting the thing, but I'm just going to hide it for now so I'm not panicking. Okay, so pattern 8B without the cucumber foot. Cucumber foot would be on here. So this one here. Yes, thank you. Thank you, video camera. So I opted for the other one. And there's an update to the pattern, which I didn't yet do, but I think because the colors are a bit wrong. This one has to go up here and then goes back and then down there. I think that's the reason why there was an update, but I'm not sure anymore. But the class was such a success that we all asked our teacher for like Bucks Point Lace class 3, Bucks Point Lace class 4, maybe in summer, maybe in fall or autumn. So yeah, I would be totally in because I really like Bucks Point. I like how cute it is, how it just looks like tulle, and I really like it. So, introduction over. Let's go. We still have one row to do. You can't really see it that well on this here, but for now you can see at least my bobbins. And because I don't see very well in this position, I will probably sit a bit hunched over, so excuse me for that right now. I'm just going to move the microphone already. Yes, we first have to do more of the ground. So let's see if we actually can. I'm just going to push this away. Oh, snack thread, not allowed. By the way, I think the last time in my... Oh no, it was not live stream. Sorry, it was something else. I have to say it on the other one. Because I also have a gaming channel. And currently I'm playing Roots of Pacha, which is a very nice pixel game. Has a lot of Stardew Valley without being so capitalist. And it's set in a more prehistoric setting. And when I was talking about my favorite games, and I listed Dragon Age. The power just went off of my headphones. No idea why. Probably because I'm not using them really. So, as I mentioned before, my favorite games are Dragon Age and Assassin's Creed, especially Odyssey, so Cassandra or the Ezio things. And then I also listed like Stardew Valley, Coral Island, my time at Porsche's games I really like, but I forgot one of the most important games, which is Skyrim. Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online are some of the games I really enjoy playing. I was, I don't know, I have no idea how I could forget about Skyrim. It's been too long, although I have to say, and I never quite finished it, so I bought it on Steam because I only had it on Xbox. Yeah, I think I had it on Xbox, and I never really finished it, also because it was so buggy that a few quests didn't really um, didn't really start. So now that I have them on Steam, at least if it's buggy, I hope I can fix it, or at least have another. Oh, it's really bugging my camera too. Have another save file that I can put in. At least that's the plan. Is it really that buggy? Maybe I should put the FPS down. But I'm trying to catch it being buggy. Ooh. Ooh. That's really hard looking into the camera and doing the bolognese. No, I think it's not that often, but still. Let me just change it a bit. Where is it? Game capture, here it is. No, video capture device here. So let's see. Resolution, FPS, color, video format. I have no idea. I mean, the resolution is fine, I guess. Maybe let's put it to this. I hope it's not buggy now and you can still see properly. Technical issues. I'll drink to that. I drink very loud and also eat very loud, so I try to not gulp into the microphone. Actually, I wanted to stream last week, but I was just so exhausted. I was going to the beach shop, then I went to the, well, let's say the shopping street. Oh, I also have to close it again. And where's my chat window? And to the shopping street, and it was so hot and there were so many people, and I was like, nah, I'm so tired, I want to take a nap. And I did, so that's the reason I didn't stream. I was too tired. So catch pin here, and then cloth stitch. I want to make at least another of this one here, the honeycomb. They're quite easy actually. It's not that hard to do anymore. But I probably have to go and watch the recording of the class to do those little, I don't know, antennas? Does it look like antennas? Yeah, maybe a bit. So yeah, but I can do the work for it right now. So I thought about what we're going to do afterwards. I told you we're going to do some bead embroidery, and I have a few items I want to start because, okay, headphones are useless. I'm just going to keep them on anyway. I've got them now here on my head. And what did I want to say? Yeah, so next week we're at Anime Fest in Brno, which I'm really looking forward to. I have only been to another convention, anime convention, outside of the German speaking, like Germany, Austria, Switzerland, which is called Dach Region in German. And I've only been to one out of this Dach Region, which is in Hungary, in Budapest, I think. And it's called Mondocon. And we went there with the bus. And I remember that I was up late and sewing my cosplay, I think until I was done, which was about 5 in the morning. And the bus left at 11. Oh my god, I can't do this anymore. But I did almost the whole cosplay. I finished almost all of the cosplay. Of course, I started a bit beforehand, but that was like torture. I was also embroidering and I was doing this and a cloak and this and that. I was like, never again. That was so, so, so exhausting. But yeah, I apart from falling asleep at the cosplay show, oops, sorry for that. I did not mean to be rude, but I was just so tired. I really fell asleep at the cosplay show. It was just so dark and the air was stuffy and the people were dancing on stage and doing some kind of expressive moves. So I was like, eh. So yeah, and plus most of it or everything was in Hungarian. So we were all like, okay, we don't understand a thing, but it was fun nevertheless. I also remember that I was sewing a cosplay for my partner. I think it was Sailor Denmark, and we did the cosplay also in one day, and it looked really nice. I don't know where he hid it. It was a really nice costume I made there. And he also said it was the nicest costume he'd ever sewn, because I was like, so now we're going to do this together. We do this and we do that and we do this. Because he's like, I can't do this. I was like, I want a nice cosplay from you, so we'll do it. Yeah, a bit bossy, I know. Still, it was a very nice cosplay. So we finished the ground. So we finished all of this one here. So one goes into this direction and one gimp goes into this direction. And sorry, I thought I heard my cat. And we will push 1, 2, 3, and we will put this into the gimp for the honeycomb stitch. So that's 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2. And they are inside of honeycomb stitch. So we can put this away. We don't need them until later than the way. And I've got new needles. I've got new picot needles, which are really thick. You can really stab someone with those needles. I mean, they're not as long as the Edwardian hat needles, which were like this long. I kid you not. I think a month ago I had one in my hand. It was this long. But it really does make a difference. Okay. It's a very ugly difference, but I don't think you can see what I mean. No. Maybe with the other ones? No. Why did I start using them? I think did start here, but it's not really visible because I just cut it off. I was so furious because nothing worked out here. I didn't even complete like one row. Look at this ugly mess. uh, okay, no, but it makes the picot bigger. Just the problem is that you can't really stick it into the thing because the heads are in the way. Okay, so now that we have those three inside, and we should also have another 1, 2, 3, 4 from this side inside, which we don't have yet. 1, 2, 3, and I think this one too. 4. So let me just check if it's correct. So that's a pair. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But for that, did I do the picot here? Ah, so that's the reason. I didn't finish here, so I can't put it in yet. Let me just check. Ugh, can't see. Okay, yeah, I have to first do the picot with this one, and then I can put it in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly. Okay, so let's do one more picot. So 7 and push. There's no space. So pulling and then Okay, great. So twist 2 times and then no, wrong. And then back again with a cloth stitch. And then so twisting them 2 times, and now they can go into the gimp, I think. Sometimes I'm not so sure if I know what I speak of. Because Bobbin Lace is like, oh, I got it. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen my latest reel, it's really funny. It's about, oh yeah, do you want to know the shortest Bobbin Lace joke? I got this. So yeah, it's always like, oh, now I finally got this. What the heck is this again? It's always the same. And there's a snagging here again. So let's just pull this out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside. Okay, so I'm getting for 1 I need these 2. No, these 2. 1, 2, 1. Oh, but then I was wrong here. And only 2 are inside. So yeah, almost too many needles. So we're going to go down there, then we're going to do a picot, and then we're going up and then down again, and then 2 up, out, 1 down. It's a bit complicated, but I'm happy about my little cheat sheet I got, which is actually just the instruction. It's not a cheat sheet, it's just the instruction. But seriously, I wonder, people in the 18th century, how did they learn bob and lace? Tranchant was not invented, so they were just thrown headfirst into the most complicated patterns on earth, or how did they learn how to make lace? I just can't wrap my head around that because it's so complicated at parts, and yeah, no idea. Hmm. Um, so next one. I mean, it was a whole industry. You can't forget that it's a whole industry where people were drawing patterns, other people were making those patterns, people going around um, handing out the thread to the lace makers and collecting the pieces they have done in their homes, which is, as I always like to call it, home office. It's really funny to me when people say, oh, women should stay home and don't work. They always worked. They always worked at home, either lace making, sewing, or they also were going to other places to work. It was never really staying at home and fiddling with the fingers and just caring about the kids. No, it was always working and caring for the kids. Okay, so we did this one, so we have to go out with that again. So it was 2 times, and then cross stitch, cross, cross stitch, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and another picot. One, two, cross stitch, cross. Where is it? Here. And here, and then we're going back again into the gimp. Put the gimp away, and then we're going upwards. Oops, sorry. Oh, stupid position. So I hope this is better. Oh, but I'm so excited for the song contest again next week. Going to have a party again. And because we have an air fryer now, we're probably just going to stuff all of the snacks into an air fryer. Just buy chicken nuggets and jalapeno cheese nuggets and whatever nuggets and camembert nuggets, and just put them in the air fryer and then serve it. It's going to be fun. Eurovision is always a fun party. It's a European party. So we went up 8, 9. Okay, so we have to. What is 10? Oh no, I was correct. 10 is the combination of 2 going in. Well, then putting this in again. And now we're going to do number 10. It's so funny to me that at work, sometimes when people tell a funny story or something like that, I always have another story, and most of the time it's just so weird that the people shut up, and I'm like, oh, why did I say that? Last time they were talking about chips because my boss is currently in Hamburg for the birthday of the port, which is, I think, I checked it last time. I think it's what, 900 years old? It's a really old port in Hamburg. So let me check because I just want to give correct information. No, not poet. It's Port Hamburg and birthday. 836. Sorry, not 900, but close to 900. So the Hamburg port is 836 years old, and my boss is traveling to Hamburg, and he also has a place on a ship. He booked a place on a ship, and with this ship, which is about 110 years old, it was built, I think, 1912. It's a 3-mast sailing ship. They're going into the port. And I was like, oh, I have a friend who is also into historical ships. He is most of the time he's on the Göteborg, which is a huge ship, I think, from the 18th century. It's a replica, of course. It's not the real ship from the 18th century. And yeah, he keeps it intact, and he often travels to Denmark or Sweden and then whatever. And I said, yeah, and it was one of these times Göteborg, I think, sailed to the US that they encountered a help signal from another ship. And it must have been so weird to have like this ship from the 18th century come and rescue you, a modern ship in the middle of the ocean. I think when the ship just sails straight to you, you'd probably think, oh, okay, that's a Fata Morgana. I can't imagine this is real. So yeah, I told the story and everyone was like, I have no idea what I said wrong. I thought it was a great ship story. It's the only ship story I have, but okay. I guess it's too weird. I don't know what else it can be. Yeah. Or some work. I mean, I work with IT guys. I work with mainly IT people, and they're all no nerds. Not one of them. I feel like the greatest nerd in this company. I'm not even working in IT. I'm just in the back office doing like accountings. But yeah, I found the perfect company for me, IT company, without actually being in IT. So, okay, we did this one here. Now we have to go out again. 3 because we're going into grounds, and then we're just going to do a quick round with a catch pin. And then out again. Okay, so we have to now go all the way down before we can do the other ones. I see what she did there. She did something different. I mean, it's exactly the same stitch, but the what I did was going out first and then doing the row down, and she did going out afterwards. But yeah, it's potatoes. It's not really. It doesn't really matter in which thing we are doing this here. And then going down again. I can't see properly, it's just too small. I don't know how old people can see this. And I already had an eye laser surgery to, well, I don't have 100%. Maybe 95%, but still, it's very good. And I can't see this. Yeah, sorry. I think I'm just going to pull off the headphones. I don't need them anyway. Because we have nothing in the background. Maybe I should turn on some music in the background. Maybe that would help. Oh, ears feel so fresh right now. And then this one, this is going to be the last for here. Then it can also go out again. Okay, let's push in some needles. It's not like you can see anything, but at least something. Okay. No, not very visible. Let me just pull this up. It's even worse. You can only see those little squares. There's cat hair everywhere, I swear. I got rid of all the cat hair. But there's still so much left. And every time I move like my sweater over here, cat hair. Cat hair is everywhere. It's also a sweater I only use at home, not really somewhere else. And now, of course, cat hair. Then into the washing machine, and it doesn't get rid of all the cat hair. Then some more cat hair. So I think this cardigan is more cat hair than anything else. Okay, I'm just going to do this one just because also very quickly, because I don't like doing it afterwards. So, and then after this is done, we are going to move to the embroidery. I just have to count this and I can't talk, so I have to open this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back again. I have another lace making class on Monday. I just fear that my teacher wants me to do torchon again. My most hated thing. We did so many things already. I thought we were moving in the right direction. And then newbie started, and then she took up a newbie class, and then suddenly I had to do everything the newbies had to do. I'm like, that's way below my level. And she's like, yeah, I forgot what we did. I'm like, how did you forget? And then I showed her what we did. We did this already. We did the spider. We did Bedfordshire. We did picots. And she's like, I can't remember. Just do it. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I thought I really, really had something, and I was happy that I was moving forwards. And no, it's another step backwards. She said, and I'm going to quote her on that if she doesn't remember, that next time we're going to meet up in autumn, I'm going to do Idria lace. And if she forgets again, and I'm back at Torchon, I'm thinking I'm going to light something on fire. But I'm just not going to attend anymore. I think it's useless. If I tell her something and he just ignores it, for what? Seriously, for what? then I'm not going to attend. I'm sorry. I told her what I wanted from the beginning. I wanted to do historical lace, Renaissance lace, lace from the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th century. And all I did was Tosha. And a little Bedfordshire. Yes, I admit that. But Bedfordshire is also not an old lace. She said we're going to do Flandern lace, which is the basis of all of the older laces. We didn't do that. So annoying. Okay, so, oops, we have to go up again. Up, 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 up. So. Up and then here, those two. And oh yeah, and then we still have two. Okay, I was just confused. But the amount checks out. Oh, I can't see that. And then those two. So, kitty, kitty, kitty. So, and then we're going into the ground again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many go in the ground? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, it's 3. And another one. And now we have this one here again. And this one will go out and this one will go up. So I'm just going to put this out, yes. And I think somewhere I have to do another another of these. What did I call them? I think here somewhere it's crossing underneath. Okay, I'm just going to leave this here. I have no idea. I don't want to mess it up and then have to redo it. So yeah, that was the lace part. So now we're going to pack up and get ready for the embroidery. Okay, this time, so this time I think I want to make a big ace heart, because of course I made one ace heart and it was immediately sold out, and at Animoke a few people asked for an ace heart. I'm like, that's the I only made one of these and it was immediately sold out. So now I have a few of these. Also I have more Lunas because I also sold out my two Lunas. Another Cardcaptor Sakura staff. And of course the Sailor Moon thingy. But as we're only going to do one, I'm going to cut this out now and then iron it on my fabric. Where is my scissor? Not here, not there. I am very prepared for this. And all I could find were my two fabric scissors, which I'm not going to use for that. This is also my little box of things I still need to do. So I will cut this off now and use maybe this part. All on my to-do list. My embroidery frame. Maybe there is a scissors. I mean, I know where a small one is. Ta-da! Found them. So, just going to cut this. It doesn't need to be exact because it's going to be transferred onto the fabric. Okay, so what do I need from this box? Here are all of my threads. I'm going to need this one, and that's it, I think. Okay, so we have this one, we have this one. I'm going to put this, yeah, right here. Looks good. I just have to be careful that I'm not ironing this part, so I will put this maybe on here. Okay, I'm going to plug in the iron. No, that was not very intelligent. I have another plug here. I didn't need to plug out the whole plug. Unplug, pull out the plug. So, okay, so this is here. So, and two, this is like a t-shirt. You can put this into the printer and then you can put this onto your t-shirt. So what you do is you print this here, mirrored, and then you're going to iron it on here on your highest temperature. So while this is getting hot, I'm going to search for a good thing because I'm not going to iron on here. And I have a small ironing board, but it's not that good because it's too soft and you really have to press it in. So the two components that are important are pressing in hard and high temperature. But it doesn't matter how long you press, it just has to be like really. So yeah, let me just check where I had my board. Where did the ironing? Found it. And I think it has the same color. No, as the wall. Oh. No, it doesn't. But this is a like a what is this called in English? Platten. It's a platte, and it's made out of here, and it is made out of paper. This is made out of pressed paper. Can't even imagine how much paper you need to press to have that really, really stable thing. Okay, so put this here. Just have to check if you can see it properly, and then the magic happens. So I'd like to give it a little things, but not too long, because I also had it too long. Whew, I look like this is already wearing me out. I had it for too long once, and it turned brownish, and it singed the edges. It was okay. You can see everything, but it still smelled horrible. This doesn't also smell very good. It smells like burnt plastic, but at least exhausting. And this is why the doctor recommended I do some sports. When this is already like exhausting me. All week I've been searching for something, a sport activity I would like to do. And I realized I did so much. And I didn't like a single one. So how do you make sports if you don't like it? So that's the big question. I mean, the things I would probably do was archery. And my doctor laughed and said it's more meditation and not sports. So I was like, yeah, thanks for that. Medieval sword fighting, although it was too much like dancing for me. There were so many forms, and I couldn't remember them at all. Like I had like 2 sessions. No idea. Didn't remember them. And yeah, those were the 2 options that I said, okay, maybe. But I can't find any medieval sword fighting in Vienna that has free slots available. Sucks. So yeah, what I tried was swimming, horse riding. I tried ice skating. I tried rhythmic gymnastics. I tried jogging. I tried archery, of course, medieval sword fighting. I also tried dagger fighting, which was even more complicated. It was like, if you do this, you have to do this, and then if you do this, you have to do this. It was like, I already forgot step 1. And what else did I try out? Cycling. Of course, I know how to ride a bike. And nothing really. I don't know. What else did I try out? Piloxing. Handball. I don't know what handball is called in English. Handball in school. I had handball in school. It was horrible. Handball English. If it's handball, I'm going to. It's handball. Seriously? Yeah, okay. I tried that. Oh yeah, and also now that I see it, we also played badminton, volleyball, basketball. Also did bodywork, so I was also canoeing. Oh, and I was rowing. I was in a rowing team for one summer. So yeah, I tried so many different sports and I didn't like one of them. They didn't make me happy. I didn't feel that now I can do it forever, or now I want to make more of it, or now I feel happy. I don't know what sports doesn't have this happy this thing for me. Well, when a friend of mine started doing sports like 10 years ago, she was like, "Oh, I feel so great after sports and all the endorphins, and I feel so fine." I'm like, I'm going to the gym and then I power myself out and I do, I don't know, 45 minutes of cycling or 45 minutes on the stepper and then do muscle training. And I feel horrible afterwards. Uh, uh-huh. So yeah, my story. So it's cold. So let's try and peel it off. With my long nails, it's always fun. My nails are a bit too long at the moment. I have to shorten them again. So there we go. Ta-da! So now we have a heart. So I'm going to cut this out now, and then we are going to sew it onto the organza, onto the frame. So I'm just cutting it out a bit better. So So here is my frame. I have actually I have a smaller frame, but it went missing. Actually, I use a small stand to hold it for me because I like to use both of my hands. But because I don't have one right now, I just going to do this with one hand. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Question is, where's my needle? I think it's on the other frame. Okay, so now putting this in. It's a bit too tight, so I'm going to open it up again. And it's not a frame I usually use, so this doesn't have that that ribbon around it. Okay. then cut this. This one is so great because usually organza comes in also this big, I think 140 times whatever thing, so 140 wide. So it's like all over the place, but this is perfect. It fits exactly in one of these small frames, and I can just roll it up and then take it with me again without having to, I don't know, cut out patches and then taking them with me. So I'm also going to pull this a bit stronger because we need a nice pull. We need a nice thing. So pushing and pulling it until it's nice and nice and tight. Okay, not that. Oh, well. Can't have everything. So I'm going to get my needle. I'm so unprepared for this. It's the only needle I have at the moment, so I'm only using this one. Of course, with every bead embroidery, you also need the beads. So what I have here now is my very, very, very unsorted bead drawer. Oops. Ignore the mess. So the thing is, we need black, we need gray, we need white, and we need the worst color on earth for crafting, purple. Because you have reddish purple and you have blue purple. And not all purples are the same. Then you have light reddish purple, then you have light bluish purple, then you have dark bluish purple, and you have dark reddish purple, and it's annoying. It's really annoying. I don't like purple for working, but purple as a color is really nice. So we have things like this. Maybe we can work with this one. Because look, this is more bluish and this is more reddish. Do you see the difference? Actually, the reddish fits better than the bluish. Again, back into the drawing go. So this is, on this side is the purple collection, or should be. Do you see that? So this purple is a different purple than this purple again. But they're both purples. Just going to put out all red purples. And then let's see what we've got. Maybe I should just sort them into reddish purple and bluish purple. Definitely bluish. This is all reddish. And then you also have, like, those are not lined, those are silver lined. Camera? Okay. Silver lined. Okay. Of course, nothing we need. Then we have light purple, reddish purple. I'm not sure. This is also more reddish purple. I'm not sure about this one, but I'm going to check it out. So I should really sort my beads again. It's bluish purple, bluish purple. There's a bead stuck inside, so I can't close it better. So, purple, that's almost pink again. It's pink. And this is like brownish purple. So it's more of a reddish, that's too reddish again. I'll tell you, purple is my arch nemesis. I had organized them a year ago. There's nothing left of it again. At least I don't need much. So let's see. Oh, now just put out the purple and not the black or grayish or white. Yeah. But you know what I always say, if you don't have it in your head, you have it in your legs, or at least in your fingers. So I'm going to open up the drawer again, just a second. Have a wonderful view of the purples. So we started with a nice white, so I'm going to keep it like not matte, but definitely like nice and shiny. Because look, that's too yellowish again. I'm not sure if you're able to see it. Here, maybe here, yeah. So I'm going to stay with this one. But this one has is lined, so I can't use this either. How about this one? No, that's matte. Okay, I have one white. So black. Black I know I have a lot. And black is, at least for beads, very easy. Let's take this one. And now grayish. Grayish was also a bit complicated because you have the typical silver or you have the black and not really gray in between. But that's gray. Should be the same size, 2.2 and 2, almost the same size. Because that's also too dark. Okay, I don't think I have gray mini beads, so maybe I have to cheat with silver ones, but it's not really the same color. No, it's a really bluish gray, and that's a silver gray. Color is not color. Hard learned lesson. Sorry, I was not here for sorting it, but now that I started, I can't stop, but I have to stop. Okay, now we have the beads. What else do we need? We have rhinestones, and we're also going to use pearls, and they're in another box. And here are the beads. I also have the sequins in here. Let's just put this back again. Not that much. We have also sequins, and I recently also bought a few nice sequins. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has flowers. Not visible. Ah, this one maybe. And then the normal sequins, round ones, and I'm not sure what these are called in English. and leaf. And more things, and here are my beads, but I don't need red, so let's just look where the others are. Green? No, we don't have green. Where are all the beads? Did I put them somewhere else? I have no memories. But it seems like it. So this is the correct box, finally. So we have, I think that's 2 silver grayish. Just going to leave them out. Maybe I'll decide against it, maybe I'll decide for it. Don't know yet. So we also have like black beads and purple ones, but not, they're bluish purple. You see that? But fear not, I have a whole box full with purples. Probably the wrong color of purple, but never mind. So what is this one? It's also bluish purple. More black. And no white here. I think I put them all into the other box I have. So as you can see, it's not that much what I have with those Pearl Renaissance. It's glass beads, and they have a good quality. So this is why they're like packed in those little containers with that extra, I don't know what this is, extra thingy to protect them. But if you smoosh them from the front, they're still going to get smooshed. So let's put this back, and this. Just as I feared, it's bluish purple. Oops. And brownish purple and coral. So nope. Do we have, I haven't decided yet, gold or silver. I think I'm going to go for silver because we already have a gray here, so gray and silver is probably nicer. Let's see if I have black. Yeah, I do have black, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to need this. And the rest, I think I can put away the rest. Unless I have purple. Yeah. Okay, I have to put my chair down again. I always have it up for the bobinets. Whee! So I can finally scooch into my seat again, into my table again. Okay, so we have that cute purple, which is, I don't know if I'm going to use this one, which is bluish purple. I mean, it does fit a bit, but it's still too thingy. How about this one? Nah, that's too reddish purple. Yeah, no. Okay. No, none of these. And I fear we also have only reddish purple here. Yeah, Yes. Those are like light bluish purple. Okay, so off to the next box. Yes, it's always a process like that. Okay, I don't think the purple here is, no, it's too light. Let's put this away. Oh, I accidentally dropped the box on the sofa and I tried to sort them again, but as you can see, yeah, I didn't come far. So, gone. How about you? Oh, those look promising. Yeah, okay, finally. So, and the whitish ones for here. Put this here. And we also have hearts, but I don't think I want a heart and a heart, so I'm going to put this out. And we still have purple here. I think it's too bluish, not reddish enough. Yeah. So, off we go again. Off to the next box. I swear this is going to take ages now. This is the whole process and we didn't start sewing yet. So if I'd had a job where I'd do that, this would all be included into the hours, but I'm not calculating this into because I don't have a lot of space, so I have to stack them into those small little containers. So I have to check every small little container. So yeah. So, more boxes. Okay, I can see from here that this is not a good purple. And off you go. Okay, so we have a promising purple here, but the thing is, it's too reddish. I mean, if we use this one, it would be fine, but I think not with this one. Or would it? I'm just going to leave it out for now. Nothing in here. Then we have the small box. Maybe this for gray, but they're a bit too matte. But yeah. And they are too dark. So next batch. And I found the blacks. Perfect. So we have black here in this box. That's too pink, that's too blue. But we have here the black. And of course this one. But I really want to get rid of these beads because they're not glass beads, they're plastic beads, and ugh, they don't shine as nicely as those glass beads are. I mean, those are the plastic beads, and that's the only one. I mean, listen to it. Hear the difference? They're definitely, they weigh more and they have a bit more shine, so I'm trying to get rid of these, but I don't know, maybe I'm just going to sell it and throw the rest of the thing away because it's just clogging up my space. So yeah, black beads are here too. So we have black, 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 black. Then we have gray, 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 which is not a lot. White is even worse. Oh, here's also some gray. And then we have the purples. Oh, I have to put this back. It's very difficult, but I think I will stay with the choice I made here. Though that is really reddish here. I don't like it. But I already made an ace heart. I just have to check which colors I used last time. And then maybe I can find out what colors I chose last time and then find out the correct colors. Oh god, when did I do the heart? No, it was before that. Can't seem to find it now. Was it last year? Last year, maybe in spring? Okay, but I shared it on my Instagram, so maybe I'll find it on my Instagram. Which colors did I use? Rapper Xata died at 43. Oh, maybe murdered, or maybe not. Okay, I have no idea who this guy is. So let's see, where did I put this heart? Or was it only in my stores? No, here. Which colors did I use here? I think it was... No, it was definitely other colors. I think that type of color is in the other box, so I need to check out the other box again. Sorry. true. With those kinds of beads. Oops. Okay, which means I have to check my beads all over again. Okay, but before I do that, a snack. I got the snack at an Asian store, and it's something with tteokbokki, and it was 30% off. But it's not good. It doesn't taste of anything. It doesn't taste of hot sauce. It doesn't taste of gochujang. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's just weird. Just looks like a fried noodle. At least it has parsley flakes, so it's very healthy. No, it's not. And so I'm going to put up the picture. Where's my mouse? On the screen. So I can maybe sorry. Cat hair. So, if this is the purple we used, is it the same as this one? I think it is. It's just a bit darker. I'm not satisfied. Not at all. So I think I'm not going to use the beads from last time. Instead, I'm going to use these. And maybe use the silver lined. I mean, none of the others are silver lined, but it's just a small part of this one, so I'm just going to go for the, yes, silver lined ones. So let's see. This doesn't match, and this doesn't match, so I'm putting them all away again. Sorry, that was something I just had to do right now. So this is something we don't need. I'm going to put this away again. Okay, this is something we also need. This is going to be our outline. And I'm using this silver bouillon wire. Okay, so we have this one here, and I told you this is my thread box. I'm going to push this here and this here, and my phone somewhere here, and threads, and these are my colors. White and the silver blue. So colors. First we have to attach this one onto the felt. Usually I take a bit of a stronger needle, but I don't want to get up right now, so I'm just going to do this like so with the needle I have. I'm so tired again. Maybe I won't do the whole heart on the live stream. Maybe I'll just go and play some Coral Island until I fall asleep. I don't know. The game is just so relaxing. I can really fall asleep on the sofa while playing the game. Yesterday I watched a video about something Elden Ring, and then I realized I missed so much in my gameplay at Volcano Manor because I didn't find the freaking lift there. Like there's a lift downwards to the magma worm and a lift upwards. I did not see the lift upwards. I defeated the magma worm like a month ago, and then I was at the snowfield, consecrated snowfields, and doing the stuff there, but I don't really like snow, so I just hopped back again into Leyndell Capital, and then I realized I also missed the stuff at Leyndell Capital, especially the quest from Gold Mask, so I did this one, and then I defeated Rykard, then I realized I didn't do the Patches quest, so I'm like, oh my god, I really need a whole walkthrough for the next Elden Ring game, so that I do all of the quests in order. This is unbelievable. How much you can miss just because you don't know that you have to go back and do this and then progress this one storyline to get to the other storyline. What the hell? And plus, I knew I had to defeat Astel, so I did that, and I thought, okay, yeah, where do I meet Ranni now for with the ring? So I could get the ring out of the Raya Lucaria. Raya Lucaria, yeah. But I didn't know where to meet Ranni. Then I checked the guides and it said, yeah, there's another door at Astel. I'm like, I went through the whole of the arena. I did not find the second door. Then I went there again. Of course I did find the second door. And then I met Ranni. I was like, oh, a dragon, let's defeat him. I did not defeat him. I just ran past the dragon and then into the church and then down towards Ranni. With that nice cutscene where I put the finger on Ranni with the two fingers and put the ring on her finger. think I'm going to take the Age of Stars ending. It's just such a nice ending. But yeah, let's see. Very, very tired. I was just happy that my one colleague was sick and the other colleague was in home office 2 times this week, so I had really slow days, and I was at work just being like, okay, I'll do that one tomorrow when my colleague is back. No, she's in home office, I'm just going to do it somewhere. So I saved myself some work for next week because I was too lazy to do stuff this week. But I don't have any time sensitive things except for maybe the bookkeeping, so and I did that already. So now that we have our motive nice and tight here, now we are going to use this one. And sorry, look at this scissor. I put it onto a lanyard. You know how intelligent that one is? Usually I always lose my scissors, and now I always know where to find it because I hang it onto my embroidery stand, and it doesn't go into the sofa because I can always see the blue band. It's perfect. So for this one, I am going to use this slightly bluish thread, which is actually just comes off at white as white. So I'm going to use this one. I don't have to use much, so this is probably enough. So loud. So loud. So. First try. With the long nails, making a knot is really a bit difficult. But this, with this Miyuki thread, it's okay. But using fishing line, I also use fishing line as a thread, is annoying. So let's see, is this one or is it two? It's one. So I already started here, and as you can see, I need to pull it. Hello? A bit, yes. You can see it's here, it's not that tight as here. So we have to pull it a bit to get, to push out the thingy so that we can sew in between. Because if it's like that, you can really sew in between, so you always have to push it out. But not too far. That's the trick, not too far. I'm going to make a bit more. Okay. So let's see if I can do it with just one hand. And then poke myself, which also happens a lot. Maybe like so. And then in it goes. Or not. Just going to pull this here and then push it through into the small loop I made here. Yeah, it does work a bit. I'm not yet sewing this one. I just secured it with one stitch and then going around, and then at the end I'm going back and forth through both ends, and that's it then. I'm still out of breath. Didn't really do anything. Or maybe it's just the alcohol speaking. I don't drink really, like once a month, so that's or twice a month, so That's my alcohol for today, for this month. Although next week we have Eurovision Song Contest party and we have a party at work. So yeah, let's see. Because my workplace likes to freaking drink. I don't know what or how they even do it, but they are going out with clients, are drinking, and then at 8 p.m. or 8 or 9 a.m. sharp, they are at work again and in their first meeting. If I drank the whole night, I would not crawl out of bed until like 2 p.m. So no idea how they're doing that, but they're consultants. Their liver is something else. I think you have to undergo a liver test to work as a consultant. Do you have a strong liver? Can you drink alcohol until 6 a.m. and then work at 9 a.m. again? Yes? Okay, you're hired. This is how I think it sometimes works. Okay, if I hold it with my thumb and also the frame, it kind of works. Now I'm already coming to my limits. So yeah, that's not how I usually do this. I have a big embroidery frame where I do that, but yeah, not today, not for showing you. So. Yes. Let me just check the chat. Okay, great. No messages. Whew. I don't have to answer questions. Yay! Okay, so and the chat is gone again. Sorry. And I'm just going to really just pin into the outlines, just where it's, okay, maybe it's not that visible on camera, but really just here at the edge. I'm just going into it with my needle, holding it tight, and then, oops, going fast, going out. And then when I go in, I try and do it vertically, because if I do it straight, it can happen that it goes somewhere and then it's really hard to cut. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. The first time I did that, yeah, of course, that I just went straight and up like I did with the thinner ones. And then I realized it's not working that well. And then I had to cut really weirdly, because I have to cut away this felt, of course, here on the other ones. And there was so much of the felt in between that was still visible. I was so annoyed because I then had to hide them with the outlines of the pearls, which was super annoying. And I dropped the needle. There it is. As mentioned earlier, I'm going to Anime Fest next week, and we're going to travel to Brno next, actually already on Thursday, because the convention will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they also have a Lolita event, which I am sadly not taking part because I have to take care of my booth. That is the woes of the vendor. But yeah, there will be a few of the Austrian Lolitas there, and my partner also has a ticket. So I already told him, send me pictures of the wares they're selling there, and I'm going to tell you what to buy, or if it's free, if you can go there for free, but only the tea party is you have to pay. Then yeah, I just told him make a few videos and make a lot of pictures, and I'm pretty sure he'll forget. He's not the social media guy. So I was like, please take pictures, take videos, and then he forgets. Okay, I came here now to smack in the middle of the heart, and usually I would suggest that you put your fingernails into here and then bend the wire. But because I have my gel nails on, I can't do that. It doesn't, they're too thick. I can't go into this. So what I do is I take the needle in this position where I want to have the bend, which is a bit more inside. And then I'm just going to bend it with my needle. So I'm going to go, ta-da, and the bend is done. And now I can also stitch it like that. So yeah, that's something I learned when you have thick gel nails. So yeah, as I said, you can use your fingernails. Your fingernails are really doing a lot of work in here, but not with my nails. So, and then when this is done, just put it closely, snap, tighten it a bit. So it really has this really nice bend, and then you're going upwards again. I think yeah, it has a bit of a rightwards turn now. I have to change it up then later. But for now, I'm just going to continue on with stitching of the outline. Okay. Now, I think I'll just leave it at that now. I'm just going to do the outlines, and then maybe a few beads, and then I'm really going to go back onto the sofa and try to not fall asleep. I am so tired right now. Plus it has been almost 2 hours at this point. So yeah. You probably have other plans on a Friday night, going out with friends. And I also have to cut the video with all the parts where I've been suddenly gone and trying to find beads for the purple color. Sorry for that again. Oh, and I'm really excited for tomorrow. We're going to have another round of D&D. I'm so happy. It's such a delight. I am in like 5 D&D groups, and I have like every second week I have a D&D session, and it's amazing. I really, really love it. Defeat dragons with shiny math dice. And it's great. I mean, in one game I'm playing an elf ranger, coming from nobility, and I'm playing her more like Tauriel from The Hobbit. She also has red hair, cares a lot about her friends, is also actually pretty loyal, etc., etc. And then I have with an online group where I play a roguish elf, more like a gentleman, who is canonically bad at hitting stuff, so he's canonically bad at fighting. So every time I hit something now, I say like, oh, it pierced his heart. He's dead now. I actually aimed for his leg or something like that. And then I also play a half-elven sorcerer who got her powers from a fae, and she's obsessed with dragons because she had a fortune teller tell her that she was going to fight a dragon, and everybody assumed that she would kill that dragon, but we never did say that, or she never said that, so it's like more of a Cassandra thingy, because my DM and I said, like, sure, she can fight a dragon, but if she wins, she wins. If she loses, she loses. So, yeah. And she's a nutcase. She's really stupid a bit. She likes to party and go out drinking and stuff like that. And then I also have like this round where we are in a more Japanese kind of setting, and there I also play a halfling rogue, which was funny. The first session, the very first session, the first roll from all of the table, I rolled a nat 1, so natural 1, which was hilarious. It was really, really fun. So yeah. And the fifth round I told you about is the one I am actually DMing, because I enjoy doing that. I'm not sure if my players enjoy my story, no. Before the last time, I gave them like more of a dungeon to clear out, which was actually a pretty good labyrinth, but I don't know how, but they managed to find the shortest way out of the labyrinth. I was like, how? Why? You should have gone round and round. And I had other monsters waiting for them. I had a lot of skeletons for them. I had more spiders for them. No, they actually did find the shortest way from A to B, and I was so surprised. And I was like, okay, yeah, in the next session, I'm giving you more of a like political campaign again to have fun. And then they were like, can we go and fight again? I'm like, oh, okay, no political campaign for you. No, it's funny. It's funny to plan things for them. So I am going to snip it off, actually, right here. So, because we're already at the end. The cat has found her favorite box again. Question is, will she destroy her favorite box? One day, yes, but actually not today. Today is not the day. She's just so fat that she already caved in the box. It was like a double layered box, like just that high, and she constantly sat on it, so now though it has like it's caved in on one side. But it also has holes in it for treats, so you can put in treats, and she has to fish out the treats. She hates it so much. I think I will give her some treats again so she can go and fish and have something to do. Okay. Yeah. Usually when I sit on the chair, she likes to cuddle. But not today. Also not yesterday. Maybe when I'm talking, she's like, nah, you're too loud. You're talking in my ear. Shut up. Yeah, where's this? Where's the beginning? So, here. No, I just realized it's still a bit too... Can you see this? I need to snip off one row because this one is a bit is standing out a bit. Okay, now it's good. So I'm just going around the edges here and then go here, and then that's it with the outline. Okay, I can't really go into the purple that much because then it will get the color of the thread will be more visible than the color of the background. Come on. Come on. Come on. Of course, the last stitch and now it's going out and I can't put it in again. Finally. Okay, so I'm going to stitch it around here. So I'm just going to quickly put one stitch here and then through another one and then just like push it through some distance here and then here, and that's it. Then I can snip it off. Snip. So now we have the outline. So, just going to do a few of the white beads and then off I go. So I'm using another Miyuki, which is 0.2. And I really like them because they have different colors, and I like using colors that matches the beads. Because just threading it in white all the time, I think it doesn't look good, and the white shines through the beads. So I have a few different colors. I have pink, I have green, gold, yellow, blue, lightish blue, red, black, and white. So most basic colors. So yeah, I also have this kind of, I don't know, greenish olive colored, which is not my favorite. Sorry. Oh, come on. As I said, long fingernails, not good for bead embroidery, still doing it. Oh yeah, and on Sunday, I said I really want to do some sewing because we're having events in June. And I was like, okay, you know what? We're going to reserve our Sunday for some sewing. But we're also going to watch a Lord of the Rings while we're sewing because that's my go-to sewing movie. So now we have a Lord of the Rings marathon coming up on Sunday, plus sewing marathon. Yeah, it's going to be great. So as always, I'm going to start out with going from the biggest beads to the smallest beads. So I'm going to use the big ones here. Not really using the big ones like these because they're a bit too big for things like this, but this one definitely can get away with this one. Do we have white beads from glass beads? This one, but I don't like them, so for here. We're just going to go over them 2 times. The bigger ones I always like to do 2 times. And then the smaller one, and then these. Oops. Threads got snagged. Okay, now, and maybe set one here, a smaller one. And I already poked myself with the needle. Would definitely recommend. So one here. and maybe here. This step is not that hard to sew with just one hand, and so it's not that difficult, but I would really rather use my embroidery stand to do those, but yeah, I can't use it at the moment, so that's okay. Something like that. No, I don't have other white beads I'd like to add, so I'm just going to go in with the smallest ones. I just have to really be careful because I tend to do my things very symmetrically. Look, one here, one here, one here, one here. So I really have to do it random, but my brain just can't do random. So yeah, really have to train my brain to do so. But it likes patterns. Brains just like patterns. That's the way our brains work. This is why we also see faces in some of the things, because our brain is also used to recognizing faces, even if there are no faces. Like those houses with the roof that looks like eyes. Okay, now it doesn't look very symmetrical. Nice. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm definitely just going to do this a bit, and then it's almost at the 2-hour mark. So yeah, that's with the beads. I think maybe I'm going to place a big one here, but not yet. Sorry, it was my scream of terror. It's the other bead. It's gone. So, do I add? No, they're too matte. Do you see that? I don't think I like the look. It's just too matte. The one is super shiny and then matte. It has a shininess to it, yes, but it's definitely matte. But maybe this one? Nah. Nah. Okay, I'll just leave it at that and then go in with this one. It should be the same color, so let's see. I'm taking 3 at once because I'm lazy. Yeah, but it does look good. It's not the same white though. The one is a bit more whiter. This is more like pearl colored. Yeah. But yeah, now filling it in. Maybe I'm going to see if I can get other beads for it. Maybe there are still some in my nice beads box, or bead drawer you just saw. But yeah. So the thread is almost done, so I will just pull it through. And that's it for today. Or for this stream. The day is not over yet for me. So sad. A nap is always great. But going to bed early, definitely a no-go. I'm still not done with this, so it's not allowed to thread itself out for now. So I go through here, and now I'm going to cut it. And that's the first part of the ace heart. thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings, the bobbin lace, and the beading, and whatever we did today. And I hope you will join me again next time for more bobbin lace shenanigans and just my chaos. Thank you so much. Goodbye.